Alright, so today we're going to do what I like to call health burritos. Take a bunch of vegetables and some ground turkey and mix in some taco mix. And we're actually, instead of rice, we're going to do riced cauliflower. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the ground turkey on. We're just going to drop it in a pot there with some olive oil. We're going to get it browned. And while that's happening, we're going to chop up some veggies. So here we go. That's in. We're just going to let that brown. We got the heat on. We're going to cut it up here in a little bit. And we are going to start chopping some veggies. We'll probably do a pepper first and then move to the onion. Alright, so here we go. I got a yellow pepper. It's just diced. Don't worry about it too much now. It's going to get softer as you cook it. But we're going to go ahead and put it in this pan here, and then we're going to chop this up because it's started to sizzle a bit. Alright, so here we go. Pepper's in. Ground turkey chopped up. We are next going to move to this onion here, and then we're going to do some scallions, some carrots, and some spinach. Alright, here we go. Onions chopped up. I just used a red onion. You could also use a yellow onion or shallots, whichever you prefer. So we're going to take this and we're just going to go right into the pan with it. Alright, and then we're going to we got some pre-cut carrots. You can of course cut your own. I just decided to go with this because honestly they were on sale at the store. Then we're going to do some shallots, some scallions, and then some spinach. Alright, so here we go. Pre-cut carrots. We're just going to dump some in there. You don't want too little because they will cook down, but you don't want too much. Alright, scallions and spinach next. Alright, scallions are next. They're going to go in. There we go. And now we're going to get, one, a new knife, because that's what just dropped on the floor. And two, we're going to get some spinach in there. Alright, when you get to the point where your ground turkey is nicely browned, we are going to add this taco seasoning. It's a cup of water. Packet of seasoning, mix it up, and then we are going to go ahead and add this straight into the beef mix. So here we go. And we're just going to make sure that all of the turkey, beef, whatever you're using, we're using turkey in this case, just gets nice and coated. Alright, we're just going to add some spinach here. Don't be afraid to add gobs and gobs of spinach, because if you use spinach regularly, you'll know that it kind of cooks down and it gets much smaller than what it looks like now. So don't be afraid to use a couple handfuls, couple hefty handfuls. We got our turkey mix cooking. It's on a simmer right now. We're just going to let that sauce kind of seep into the meat. And right now, we are going to rice the cauliflower. We can go ahead and put some olive oil in the veggie mix, put that on about medium, put a lid on it, let it cook for a few minutes, and we'll go ahead and rice the cauliflower. Alright, now I don't know if you guys have ever used riced cauliflower before, but we're just going to take a regular head of cauliflower here, and we're going to come and put it in this food processor. It's going to chop it up real fine, and then we are just going to add it straight into our veggie mix. Normally, if you wanted to cook it separately, like with fish or something like that, you add some olive oil, cook it down, and then you're going to add some kind of broth, chicken broth, vegetable broth, and you're basically going to let that simmer down instead of the water that you would normally use with rice. So, what we're going to do though, is we're going to just take this head, we're going to break off some small little chunks, and we're going to go right into the food processor with it. It is helpful when you're using a food processor to have a little tiny spatula. Kind of helps to clean out the inside of it. But we're going to go ahead and break off some pieces and we'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Just going to take this cauliflower, go right in. There goes some all over onto the floor. I realize my food processor is not the biggest, but it will work just fine. So we're going to go ahead and rice this up. Alright, so here we go with our riced cauliflower. You can see the texture after it's been processed looks similar to rice. Whole bunch healthier. Our vegetables are cooking. We're going to go ahead and just add this to the turkey mix here. You can add it to the vegetable mix. It doesn't really matter. It's all going to get added together here very soon as this spinach keeps cooking down a little bit more. But we're going to go ahead and add this cauliflower here to the turkey mix. There we go. And we're going to wait for this to cook a bit more, and then we're going to add that as well. Alright, so our vegetables are done cooking. Spinach is cooked down a little bit. That is what cauliflower rice looks like once added to turkey. I know it looks like brown slosh at the moment. But we're going to go ahead and add these veggies into the pot over here. And then we're going to put it on medium and let it simmer for a bit. So, here we go. Alright, we're going to mix this up and we're going to let it simmer for a bit. Alright, so this is what we look like when we're all mixed in. We're just going to let this simmer for a little bit, get some of this moisture a little bit evaporated out. And then we'll be ready to roll it up in a burrito and serve. Alright, so we're about ready here. What we're going to do is we're going to take it, we're going to serve it directly into the burrito. We're going to garnish it with a tad bit of parsley and a bit of cheese, a little bit of sour cream, and then we're going to roll it up and we're going to have our health burrito. Alright, so there's what it is inside the burrito. Like I said, we're just going to put a little bit of parsley on top. Not too much. And then we're going to top it off with some cheese and some sour cream. We'll be good to go. Alright, a little bit of cheese. A little bit of sour cream. And you can get as intricate spreading this sour cream as you want. I know some people that literally coat the entire side of the burrito with it before they roll it up. But we're just going to put a little bit right in there. And we're ready to roll. Alright, this is our finished product. I know it looks rather small and unassuming, but just keep in mind you can control that by the size of the burrito wrap that you buy. So I bought relatively small ones. But this is what it looks like. And we're going to go ahead and cut it open so you guys can see it from the inside. Alright, and here we go. That is a health burrito. Riced cauliflower. And I even used low carb, low sodium wraps. So, all in all, this is actually a pretty healthy meal. Keep in mind you'd probably have to use the low sodium taco mix. But, there you go. If you guys have any questions, let me know.